I gave you wrong information, and I own that. Make no mistake about it, when we mess up, we fess up, and we fix up.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd is confessing to a mistake made by his office that you first heard about right here on 10 News. The mistake involved this man, Marcelino Jimenez Cruz. He's charged with viciously beating a Lake Wales police officer. Even though he's in the country illegally, he was allowed to stay after a series of charges and a series of missteps.
And hundreds of you have been asking us why, and now we know. The sheriff's office says someone marked him down as being a U.S. citizen. Lake Wales police say on Monday, when they tried to stop Marcelino Jimenez Cruz for riding his bike without a light, the encounter turned violent. But this isn't the first time this suspect has taken his anger out on law enforcement. He has a long criminal history. Just last year, he was arrested for beating up a deputy. His background is why so many of you were frustrated by this story. So 10 News reporter Grady found out how the sheriff's office normally reports foreign inmates to ICE and why this one slipped through the cracks.
I gave you wrong information, and I own that.
Outspoken Sheriff Grady Judd is admitting to a big mistake by him and a former deputy. The sheriff told reporters yesterday his office reported accused cop beater Marcelino Jimenez Cruz to ICE when they arrested him in 2017.
The deputy wrote USA on here.
The sheriff says Jimenez Cruz is here illegally, but that went unnoticed because of a clerical error. On this booking form, the deputy marked his country of origin as USA, despite the fact that he had a Mexico ID on him. Because of that, the sheriff's office never reported him to ICE.
When we mess up, we fess up, and we fix up.
The sheriff says his office sends a list like this one to ICE every day. It has every foreign-born inmate booked into the jail that day. Because the deputy didn't mark Jimenez Cruz as born in Mexico, he didn't show up on the list after his 2017 arrest.
And something as simple as one block being inappropriately filled out caused all of that to occur.
The sheriff says he's apologized to ICE for making a false accusation and to Lake Wales police because if Jimenez Cruz had been reported a year ago, this week's attack might not have happened. Still, the sheriff says ICE had several other opportunities to pick up Jimenez Cruz. He's been in and out of jail in Polk County since 2010, and in at least 4 of those cases, the sheriff says he was reported to ICE. In Polk County, Grady 10 News.
Now, the deputy who filled out the form incorrectly no longer works for the sheriff's office. The sheriff says he left in good standing a year ago, and the sheriff says his probation officer could have also reported Jimenez Cruz to ICE. We're also learning more about Jimenez Cruz from the DMV records. They came in just a few hours ago, and 10 News anchor Carolina Lead has been digging through those details.
Reg, it really is shocking looking at his driving record. The first qualification listed under special driver information says non-immigrant. It also says he's in the national DMV records. To apply for a license, you are required to have some type of proof of citizenship or lawful status. So we asked, what was the proof of citizenship he provided to get this license? And was he ever on some type of visa that we are simply not aware of? I haven't heard back to those questions just yet, right? Of course, I'll let you know.